Hey, it's HighTechDad, and we're looking at the 2013 Ford Flex all-wheel drive SEL Select version, and we just got back from a road trip up to Lake Tahoe in this vehicle and had a really great time doing it. So you can see the Ford Flex has a really interesting body styling. I kind of liken it to sort of a throwback to the old Woody style. It's very long. It almost feels like I want to put a longboard on the top of the car here. It's a lot of fun to drive. This particular version is, like I said, all-wheel drive. Has about 287 horsepower. It's a 6-speed automatic, and on the shifter it does allow you to go into sort of a manual shifting mode. And the gas mileage is decent for a vehicle this big. It goes between 23 highway and 17 city. We averaged around 18 to 19 miles to the gallon, so not too bad. Again, pretty big car. It's a 6-seater. So let's take a look at some of the features inside. So this Ford Flex seats 6 really comfortably. We're a family of 5, so we filled the thing up. We actually used one of the rear seats for luggage space because there isn't a huge amount, and I'll show you the back. But the nice thing is you can totally fold down the rear row there to add in additional cargo space. One thing that my kids really liked is the fact that there are actually 4 sunroofs, and everyone can control their own. The front one actually tilts up and opens fully, while the rear ones have shades. You can see the shade is closed on that one, open on this one, and then open on the rear one as well. So there's lots of storage space in the back. There's a center console between the middle row. Tons of space to put water bottles and other things. There's even a plug so you can plug in various electronic devices. And we're not talking about one of those cigarette lighter plugs. We're talking about an actual plug that you'd find at home. So as in most Fords these days, you have a variety of sort of heads-up displays. You have a center console here, which has the 4 quadrants here for phone, for entertainment system like a radio, for climate control, and then for navigation. And this particular model did not have navigation. I would definitely recommend getting the one with navigation. This one simply had a compass, so we had to bring our own GPS along. But what's nice here, again, the touch screen is very responsive. If you want to dial or go directly into any of these items, like the climate, you just click on it and then you get the full screen here. So with the climate control for this particular model, there are lots of controls. You can heat up the front seats. You can have full air conditioning, obviously, and another nice thing is you have rear controls. So you can control these from the front, or you can let the passengers in the back control it as well. So obviously nice when you have a car this big to allow the rear passengers to be able to control what they want. So similar to other Ford vehicles, you have D-pads, directional pads here on the steering wheel that control some of the items that you see up on the next to the speedometer here. So right now I have it set to the climate control. You can use the D-pad here to get other controls. You can take a look at the compass, so it'll tell you what direction. So like if you had navigation, this is where the turn-by-turn would show up. You can control your phone. It fully connects to Bluetooth audio, and obviously you can connect your phone. Another new thing with the Fords is that it can speak text messages to you, so you keep your eyes on the road and you can hear your text messages come in via the touchscreen. You can have it read back to you. Then back on the console here, you have more driver specific items. So here you can see our average fuel economy for driving to and from Lake Tahoe was about 19.2 miles to the gallon. It gives you instant fuel economy right there. And then there are other things that you can use. You can see your trip odometers. You can check your fuel economy. You have different display modes so that you can show your tachometer or other types of things, how many miles till empty, tachometer with the fuel gauge, and a variety of other things. So this model did have some things that were good in terms of safety. So obviously there is a backup camera, and you can hear there's an alert going on because of my parking brake on. And this will give you sensors. It'll also give you warnings if you're parked in a spot where you can't see around the side. So if a car is coming from one side or another, it'll give you alerts, and it'll give you an alert on the screen as to, hey, there's a car coming in your blind section from the right or from the left. So that's a nice feature to have. It also has the blind spot indicators. Kind of hard to see on the mirror, but a little orange light will pop up when there is a car in your blind spot. So one thing that my kids actually pointed out and kept mentioning was the fact that these rear belts are actually inflatable, and these are designed specifically for children in mind. So the belts themselves that go across their chests in the event of an accident will actually inflate and provide extra protection to smaller passengers or regular passengers. So that's a great safety feature, and it was really kind of interesting that my kids pointed this out to me. So as I mentioned, this is a 287 horsepower vehicle. I mean, it is big, but it still has a lot of power going up hills. You could probably tow a small trailer behind it with the appropriate tow package and that sort of thing. And again, we got about 19 or so miles to the gallon. So this model of the Flex does have an actual key. You can lock and unlock and use the panic alarm. You can also use this to open the automatic rear tailgate here. So you can see the storage space of the Flex really isn't that huge. I mean, we were able to get quite a few packages, and it's nice with the really high headrests here. We could load things up pretty high and store a lot of stuff. But if you want to do more, you can actually pop down the seats. First, you want to put down the headrest by pulling this button, and there are instructions down here. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm going to try and do it here. So you pull down the headrest. Then what you need to do is you pull the red button and you push the seat forward so that it locks down, and then you can actually pull then this little slider here, and it should pull it all the way over so that it goes flat. And you can do the same thing with the other side as well, and then you do it in the opposite direction. There's a little release here, you fold it up, pull it forward, and then you need to release the center thing, and then you just pull it up. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. There we go. And then you can pull up the headrest on your own. So there's lots of room in the back, and the easiest way to get in the back is actually via this button here. You just push this and it'll fold everything out of the way, and it's really easy to just get right in and sit down. So if you want to read more about the 2013 Ford Flex, this is the all-wheel drive SEL version, you can go to my website, and that's at www.HighTechDad.com. Or if you have any questions, you can ask me on Twitter, and I'm at HighTechDad.